Everyone knows how much I love getting an email from my dear friend Mike Cohn. Here's one of his most recent emails. It says, I hated group projects when I was in school. I didn't want to rely on others for success. I wanted to be accountable for what I had personally done. Teams that are new to Agile often feel the same way. A developer will gladly take responsibility for their own code, but tell that same developer that they're also going to be responsible for someone else's code, and you'll often get a confused look. And yet, shared team accountability is one of the biggest predictors of whether an agile transition will succeed. High performing agile teams understand we all succeed or fail together. Until that shared accountability exists, people experience their commitment as individual. I have my tasks, you have yours. That mindset leads to predictable behaviors. People tend to stick to parts of the product they already know. They avoid work outside of their primary skill set or role, and they optimize for being done with my work and not finished as a team. So, how do you help a team move forward from personal accountability to team accountability? How do you get them to graduate? So, Mike lists out four things to try. Let's talk about them. The first one says start with personal accountability. Team accountability does not exist without personal accountability. If someone doesn't feel responsible for completing work that is clearly theirs, they won't feel responsible for trying to help others complete their work. A practical place to reinforce this is the daily scrum. Listen for whether people clearly state what they finished since yesterday and whether they did what they said they would. If not, help the team talk about why and what they'll do to change that today. Step two, reinforce team commitment during planning. Sprint planning is your next best lever. At the end of planning, ask a simple question. How do we feel? Can we as a team meet the sprint goal and deliver the items that we committed to? Emphasize that the sprint backlog represents a team commitment, not an individual commitment. If one person is overloaded, we don't wish them good luck. We offer to help. That means team members should speak up when someone is taking on too much work and then discuss how to lighten that load by shifting work, pairing, swarming, reducing scope, whatever is needed to help the team be successful. Team accountability will always be bound by skills. A programmer won't suddenly do award winning design work, but they might research image options, draft alt text, or assemble reference examples. Small contributions that protect the bottleneck and help the team get finished sooner. How about three? Supporting skill broadening. This is a big one. One of the most practical ways to build share accountability is to broaden the skills across the team. Look for opportunities for pairing, mobbing, or short teach me sessions where teammates transfer knowledge as they work. They protect time for this. People will rightfully resent being told to broaden skills if they're expected to do it on nights and weekends only. We need to provide them with time buckets to be able to do these things. And number four, leave some tasks unassigned. If you want team accountability, stop allocating all tasks during sprint planning. Here we go, Mike. I have been saying this forever, but yet everyone in the Scrum community pushes back and says, that's not Scrum. You don't need to assign everything. Instead of pre-assigning, leave tasks unassigned. Have team members pull work from the sprint backlog from day to day. This keeps work fresh, flowing, increases collaboration, and makes it easier for people to help where help is needed. Wow, I thought I was the only one who felt that way. You just now, Mike, we had a moment. Honestly, though, right? This is true. Personal accountability matters. But to succeed with Agile, teams have to move beyond my tasks and move towards our outcome. We need to focus on outcome together and not just running through a list of tasks. It's so important that we get that mindset. And I think the mindset is another piece that people forget. It's when you're doing Agile, you need to think through all four phases: the ideation, discovery, delivery, and release. And you can't just live in delivery and say, I'm cranking out the output as fast as I can. I mean, while that's helpful, it doesn't solve the issue. If we can learn to expand beyond just delivery and focus on things up front, more the ideation and discovery piece, we'll spend a little bit of time in delivery and end up focusing on delivering the right outcomes instead of always focusing on outputs. Mike, your emails are always awesome, and I appreciate them so much. Thanks for yet again another amazing email. If you have a topic you want us to discuss, learn more at agiledad.com. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care. Bye now.